We put this car together literally in 2 weeks.
Oh man, I know how that goes. Hey everybody, I'm Chris Forsberg and welcome back to another episode of Garage Tours. On this episode, we head to Garden Grove, California and check out Assault Industries. The team at Assault has been building and manufacturing parts for over 30 years and has recently transitioned to be one of the leaders in the off-road scene. Let's check them out. Hello.
Hey Chris, how's it
going? How you
going?
doing? Thanks
Good.
for having me.
Yeah, no, great having you here.
Yeah, I just wanted to come out and see where you take all this blank metal and turn it into all these amazing parts you make for these vehicles. I mean, like anytime someone's making things in-house, you have so much more creative control.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. And that's probably one of the best things about Assault is that we have so much manufacturing experience and we've been doing this for over 30 years that we definitely know how to cut, bend, and weld metal here.
So you say you've been doing metal work for 30 years now, but these haven't really been around for 30 years. So where did you kind of start off?
The first company my dad started working for was Humanoids. Those were crash test dummies. And then GT Bicycles was right across the way from us. And they came by, saw that we had a couple CNC machines, and that's where we blew up. From there, we got diversified. We started to manufacture for Yamaha, Honda, Harley, aerospace. Having that kind of experience working with so many different types of engineers has given us a really good understanding on what to do with metal to make it functional, look good, and be strong.
So it's amazing to have all these engineers and all this knowledge, you know, to be able to build on a manufacturer level for these big brands, and you have all the equipment to do so. And so then you kind of spin off and build your own brand, Assault, and that's what seems to truly be your passion here. So why don't you tell us how you got into this scene and where it all started?
I bought a razor, Polaris razor, and I loved it. It was, you know, it was one of the coolest, most exciting things I've ever driven. And that's where Assault started. I was like, okay, we got to start making parts for this thing. We looked at it, we said, hey, you know what, let's make our mirrors. And that's kind of what got us into the industry, was we make a really awesome mirror. And then, you know, from there we went to radius rods. We went to tie rods. Anything that could make the UTV stronger. There's really nothing we can't do for these things. And like I said, I'm super excited you're here and can't wait to show you all the cool stuff that we make for these.
So this appears to be a pretty stock UTV, right? And so you bring this thing in, and why don't you show us some of the things that you would actually look for and how you would measure to make some of your parts?
Yeah, that's what I'd bring the ferro arm out for, and either scan the body or we could probe it. This thing's pretty amazing. I mean, there's nothing we can't do with this thing now. So there's two options with this that it has, two features. It's a scanner, so I could literally scan this whole door and get every single bend, form on the door. And then for the holes mounting, I would use a probe.
So now you have the tool and you've measured all the points and you probed it and you've scanned it. Now we're moving into the computer for the design. So can we check out some of your design work?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go check out my engineer and I'll show you where he sits. So Chris, I want to introduce you to Manuel. He's my chief engineer here.
So what you working on here?
Right now, this is the second generation of our spare tire mount. So this is the Adventure Rack. Pretty much we're just checking all the fitting and the bike and all the designs gonna look good, and the brackets and all the mountings.
Since we're used to working with Zodiacs and the aerospace companies, every time we manufacture these, they're 100% identical and to tolerances.
So then after you have your design, you're basically going down to these racks of metal, grab the raw materials and just start measuring and cutting, right?
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's go check that out.
So I've got our new X3 F22 doors right here. Just came from the turret punch press. And now we're gonna bring it onto the press brakes here and start showing you how we bend and form this into our new doors. You know, when you look at it, what a lot of customers don't notice or don't understand is there's a lot of strength built into this thing.
Yeah, these little light bends aren't just for looks or for body lines. It also gives a lot more rigidity.
You definitely know your manufacturing.
All right, so obviously after you get your pieces cut up and bent up, you're gonna bring them over here to the welding stations and get them all set up. So what are these parts here going on?
They are for Yamaha, they're Nerf bars. This came...
Oh, so a factory product or?
It's a factory product.
Wow.
It just came off of the tube bending machine. And basically what we're doing is we're gonna turn it into Nerf bar here.
Yeah, that's got some pieces to it.
So yeah, from the welding station, we need to clean it up. We clean up the welds. We sometimes got to put a brush finish on it. and we have our own polishing station outside.
Very cool.
And yeah, and then from there, after we polish it, clean up all the welds, it goes out to powder coat.
So from there you have your finished product and it's ready to ship out.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. So not too different from the previous stage, but you got your welds on here and it's powder coated a nice satin black, and looks like it's ready to go on.
Right here, we're in our assembly station. We're gonna get our hardware together, start packaging our hardware, bagging it, get the instructions, get the box, and we'll wrap them up, box them up, and ship them to our customers.
So we've talked enough about the parts. You got any cars that are running ready to go?
I do. I've got my special A-bomb that I would love to show you guys.
And this thing looks insane. When did you guys build this?
So this was our Sandsport SEMA special from last year.
Wow.
So we put every Assault product that we make on this car. We actually even made our own special doors for it. We got our sway bar links on this thing, our custom rear and front bumpers. So we made a front custom grille to work with the Glasscraft body. We've got our B2 bomber mirrors that we showed you earlier in the show.
Of course.
Our steering wheel, our sun visors that work amazing. We got our harnesses, our tie rods on there, and even our front shock guards. There's a lot of custom work that went into this RZR. We put this car together literally in 2 weeks, but yeah, I mean, it turned out to be one of our sickest builds ever.
So Marcelo, thank you so much for having us here. You guys make amazing products from start to finish, and having the employees and the team that you have behind you to build not only these amazing vehicles, but all the products that go onto them.
Well, I appreciate it, Chris. I'm really stoked I was able to show you this, and I'd personally love to invite you to come drive one of these with me one of these weekends.
Anytime, anytime. Well, thank you for that, and yeah, I will see you in the desert. There is a lot going on at Assault Industries, and to see a team of passionate people building parts by hand from scratch, start to finish under one roof, is an amazing sight to see. And they've been doing it for over 30 years and are still killing it. We'll see you on the next episode of Garage Tours.